Okay. Okay, well, hello everyone, and welcome to the 2023 Best Workplaces for Commuters List release. And I'm Julie Bond, Program Manager for Best Workplaces for Commuters. And I'm here along with Phil Winters, who everyone knows, our Director of the Transportation Demand Management Program at the Center for Urban Transportation Research at the University of South Florida. We also have guest presenters here, and we'll hear from them in just a few minutes, and I will introduce them also. So we're broadcasting to you live today, at least Phil and I are, from Tampa, Florida, here on the USF campus. And so today we'll be announcing our best workplaces, best universities, and best sites. Plus, we'll also recognize our best partners at the end. So we have a great program for you. Next slide, Christine. So today's agenda, again, includes a program overview. So Phil and I will give a quick overview about BWC. Then we'll turn the time over to Princeton University, Charlie Tennyson and Amanda Stevens. And then we'll announce the 2023 Best Workplaces for Commuters, and we will read each name by state of all of our 2023 Best Workplaces sites and universities. Okay, next slide. So best workplaces for commuters is changing how America commutes. And today we announced over 600 workplaces, sites, and universities. And that's a record-breaking number for BWC. A national press release went out this morning, and also the list is updated to reflect our 2023 members. And you can go to bestworkplaces.org to see the full list. Okay, Phil.
All right, thank you, Julie. Again, I'm Phil Winters. I'm the Transportation Demand Management Director here at the Center for Urban Transportation Research. The Cutter, as we're often known, was started in 1988. We're part of the College of Engineering, though many of my colleagues come with non-engineering backgrounds, such as business, economics, urban planning. We're largely supported by contracts and grants, though we're not on the tenure track type researchers. And we do a variety of different type of projects ranging from research, outreach, training and education, technical assistance at both at the local, regional, and state levels, and at the federal level, we are the home for the National Institute for Congestion Reduction, which is a National University Transportation Center funded by USDOT with in-kind support. In terms of best workplaces for commuters by state, Florida is the #1 state with the most best workplaces for commuters, followed by California, Virginia, Texas, and North Carolina, with others close behind. As you may know, that to qualify for a best workplace for commuter, you need to offer at least one primary benefit, which are is the histogram on your screen there. It shows which ones are being offered the most. Not a surprise that given COVID and post-COVID, the telework seems to be the strategy that most are offering. And then they also have to offer 3 supporting strategies. Excuse me. Now, one of the items to note too, though, even though they need one primary benefit and a minimum of 3 supporting benefits, the median number is 11 and the average number is 13. So the reason these employers and universities and best sites are best are that they're offering more than just the minimum to qualify in many cases. These are the supporting benefits. The top 20 in the right-hand column shows you the percentage of employers offered by BWC, with secure bike parking being the #1 benefit offered as a supporting strategy, all the way down towards the bottom where you have a bike share program and a car sharing program. But still, even then, it's almost 20% of the employers are offering those. But you can see quite a mix of the strategies that employers offer. You're muted, Julie.
Oh, thanks, Phil. So that was a great overview. And now we're looking forward to hearing from our guest presenters. So Charlie Tennyson and Amanda Stevens will provide an overview of Princeton's program. And Amanda is the Assistant Director for Campus Engagement and holds a master's degree in Sustainability Management from Columbia University. Charlie Tennyson is the Director of Transportation and Parking Services and holds a master's degree in Public Administration from the University of Washington. Together, they have both been in leadership roles managing Princeton University's transportation operations for over 5 years. During that time, they launched and grew a branded campaign called Revise Your Ride to encourage faculty, staff, and commuting graduate students to choose more sustainable transportation options. So now I'll turn the time over to them to hear about their great programs.
Thanks so much, Julie, and thank the organization for the recognition. And I see my colleague Amanda, she just had to relocate from another room because the life at a university, you're always being kicked out of one room for students. She's across campus from me right now. So we're pleased to talk to everybody today. Just real quick, Princeton University, for those who may not know where we are, I didn't really know where Princeton was until I considered coming to work for the university. It's located in central New Jersey. It's, of course, a really old institution. Relatively sort of small to medium size university compared to a lot of our colleagues I see that have signed into the talk today. We have under 6,000 undergraduates. Pretty much all of them live on campus, like something like 98%. Our graduate students, most live on campus, I think in the 60 to 70% range. And then we have about a little over 7,000 faculty and staff who are on campus every day. And again, the footprint of the campus is relatively manageable too. So we're not this sort of a big sprawling state institution like our good friends Rutgers up the road. So that's a bit about Princeton. I would say just getting into our commuter programs, I'd love to turn it over to Amanda to talk a bit about those.
Absolutely. So Princeton offers 5 commuter benefits for our faculty, staff, as well as some select benefits for our off-campus graduate students. The current iteration of this program, called Revise Your Ride, was launched in 2017. We took a kind of pause during the pandemic where we kept benefits going for our frontline staff, but have kind of resumed full service as we've moved into this current academic year. The programs that we offer are kind of around the different commute modes that employees or students can choose in getting to campus. So we offer financial and benefits at the end of each semester for bike walk, carpool, and van pool programs. We also offer either a 50% or a 100% subsidy on local transit commutes. So Princeton's very fortunate. We've got a train station just off campus that connects us to the Northeast Corridor. From the Northeast Corridor train lines, you can get up to New York, down to Philadelphia. We even have train commuters coming in from Boston, Connecticut, and Washington, D.C., as particularly from our faculty. Locally, we have a number of bus lines as well that are particularly popular with our postdoc and our graduate students. But as you can see from the graph here, we've pretty much regained where we've been before the pandemic, which has been great. In part, we're still working on bringing back our carpool and our van pool programs to full capacity. That's been the area I think we've seen commuters have the most concern post-COVID, but transit and obviously bike walk is a lot more feasible and has a little less concern for a lot of our commuters.
And I just add to this before we advance is that if you select one of these programs that Amanda described, you forfeit the opportunity to have a permit to park on campus. So all of these commuters essentially are never driving to campus. There are a couple one-off, drive alone instances that they may have, and we account for those with daily permits, but these are our fully committed alternative commuters. We have a large number of the population does some mixture of commutes, but these are the ones that we capture in just specific modes. So Amanda and I are actually following the work of many of our peers to get better data on the university's mode split. But these are our kind of most committed folks. Thanks, Amanda. So I think you proceed. So yeah, and if you want to flip through the next couple, the bullets will populate. And this is our kind of really exciting project on campus. So in addition to getting people to work, Amanda and I spend a lot of time making sure that once you arrive at Princeton's campus, that you really don't need a car. So we hope that our commitment to people is if you can get a job here, faculty, a staff member, or you're coming to study here, you don't need a car to come to campus. If you must have a car, you're going to bring a car. We'd like for you to park it at the periphery of campus and forget about it for the day. So you shouldn't need to get back to the garage to get your vehicle. So to get you around, we partner with our great friends at We Drive You. They operate our transit service, which is called Tiger Transit. We are electrifying the service this year. So that's something that we've been working in partnership with We Drive You on for a couple years now. And this pictured above is one of our new electric buses. We've received about 6 of the 17 vehicles that we're bringing to campus. Our fleet will be 100% electric once the 17th vehicle is in service, which we expect will be the end of this spring semester. Really excited about the ADA improvements that these new vehicles offer. And we've got a couple different charging locations on campus and off campus, both with different energy sources. One is the campus grid for a little redundancy for any potential outages. So really excited about electrifying the service this year. I think you go to the next slide. Yeah, and feel free to just populate these 3. So in addition to Tiger Transit, commitment, especially to our students, we want to make, we don't permit students, undergraduate students, to bring a car to campus. So of those 5,500 or so undergraduates, they're not permitted to have vehicles. So we need a lot of resources to support them so that they might, in addition to Tiger Transit and in addition to the Northeast Corridor connection that Amanda described, which is really great right from campus, get around the region. So we have a kind of a university focused car share program with Enterprise, which is excellent. In addition, I should say Enterprise also operates our van pool program that Amanda described. So they provide hybrid vans, which are really popular for commuters. But this Enterprise car share system lets people, once they're on campus, borrow a car to get around at subsidized rates by the university. Zipcar operates on campus too. So we got a couple Zip cars. Those are open to anyone, any Zipcar member, anyone in the public can use them. Some of our students prefer that option or have both. And then in addition to Tiger Transit, we have Lyft operating on campus. So Lyft provides dedicated trips where we don't run Tiger Transit service, but where we might need to get students, faculty, or staff to offsite locations or to regional rail from an offsite office. So that's a really important connection for us. Yeah, can keep going. So we also have this bike share on campus, and it's part of this portfolio of ways that we hope people might not use vehicles in town and around campus. And so we're in between bike share systems. We had a bike share system operating on campus that went out of business. We're exploring an all-electric dockless share, but for now, until we have that dockless share operating, or maybe even in addition to that dockless share, Amanda has run this program for us where we've reclaimed over 100 and close to 130 bikes from the old bike share system, and we rent them out to students and some limited staff. It's been a really popular program, and we partner with local bike shops to keep the bikes tuned up. So those are the bikes. And then, yeah, lastly, a couple slides. Again, all about this concept of building the area and sort of revitalizing the area as we go through a lot of construction on campus to support active modes. So everywhere that you'll see a new building going up or roads being impacted, we try to return the road to a state where it favors and provides more agency for bikes and pedestrians. So on the left, you can see a rendering of a new building that we're eagerly awaiting. It's a new engineering and applied sciences building that'll have a really nice kind of advisory lane sort of roadway that'll be safe for pedestrians. And on the right is a really heavily trafficked road by vehicles, but also highly intersected road by pedestrians and bikes. And we're going to be building out some buffer bike lanes and some other amenities. So we're really excited about that. And then I think maybe just one more slide. Yeah, and this is just a last little look at a sort of a new facility on campus. Again, maybe not talking about a workplace for commuters, and we're thinking of alternative transportation. You might not think of a parking garage, but we're proud of this new facility. So it just opened this year. It's a 1,500 space garage, 65 EV charging stations, but also really other sort of important amenities that make it a good multimodal hub. We have wider walks around, sort of all around the building and connecting through campus. The different modes can share the area. A lot of covered bike parking for people making connections from the garage. That's my dog. He's my co-transit shelter inspector. His name's Griffey. So we're checking out the new climate controlled sort of waiting area. And then on the right, the real-time transit arrival screen, which is great, which is data provided by TripShot with We Drive You. So we love that. And I think that may have been everything. Oh, yep, last thing, just for all of our university friends out there, we feel your pain, or municipal friends as well. Managing scooters on campus has been a huge, shall we say, Amanda, it's been interesting the past couple of years as the use of privately owned scooters has proliferated. So a couple of things we do, we've had some social media campaign to with our students to kind of encourage safe and courteous use. And on the right there, you see we've got these kind of temporary wayfinding strategy with maps and kind of clear signage to say, hey, if you want to roll or go fast, go this way because the area you're about to enter is impacted by construction. That's, we're studying how that's working as the campus is under a lot of construction. And then at the bottom, our municipal friends like to remind our students that the red areas are places where we should not have scooters and bikes on sidewalks. Okay, I think I got there. I don't want to take too much time. Amanda, anything to add? Otherwise we'll give it back to Julie. Okay, hopefully that was helpful, Julie and Phil.
Yes, thank you so much. That was amazing. I love
Definitely.
the multimodal hub, and if you can bring your dog, that's the most important part, right? Also, I just wanted to say it's great to see those numbers rebounding post-COVID, revise your ride. And we definitely will invite you back for a longer session. We do these sessions with universities all year. But I just want to say I'm also impressed with the fully electric fleet that you have of the 17 vehicles. And, as we look at everyone's trying to electrify, that's really looks like you are becoming the leaders in that also. Phil, did you have any other comments?
But just for those that are attending, well, first, thank you, Charlie and Amanda. That was a great presentation. We're not really going to be taking questions today, but if you have questions, we can share them offline and try to get answers for you. So you either use the Q&A or the chat box, and we'll try to capture those. But thank you both.
Yes, thank you so much.
And that leads us into recognizing that the rest of the 599 or whatever the exact number happens to be, I can't do the math off the top of my head here. But to recognize that we have, over the years, we've diversified from just workplaces to include best universities, because we recognize not only do they have great commuter programs for their employees, but obviously they have a large effort aimed at their students and full-time and part-time students. And then best sites, for those that aren't familiar with best sites, those tend to be multi-employer facilities such as an office park or a mall, where that by themselves there's relatively perhaps small employers, but together they make a large number of commuters in an area. So congratulations, you can see the numbers we've had in each category, and the full list is on the website today, and the press release went out this morning. So Julie?
Okay, so Phil and I are going to rotate between states, and we are going to name every one of our workplaces and also universities. It's all mixed in by state. And then at the end, Christine Epps will recognize our partners. And so we hope you'll enjoy listening to this very impressive list. So this is alphabetical order. So first I'm going to start with Arizona. So we have Intuit, Valley Metro Commute Solutions, and we're going to move to Phoenix, or to California. So again, congratulations to Arizona, and on to California. AbbVie, Alltrans, Amgen, Applied Materials, Bishop Branch, Britannia Life Science Center, Britannia Modular Labs 1, Britannia Modular Labs 2, Britannia Oyster Point 1, Britannia Oyster Point 2, Cadence Design Systems, Cal Poly State University, Cal State University Northridge, California State Fullerton, California State University Los Angeles, Capitol Yards, Cente Sacramento Campus, City of Anaheim, City Line Sunnyvale, Communications and Power Industries, LLC, Dubuque Innovation Center, Ford Motor Company, Gateway at Millbrae Station, Gateway Crossing, Gateway of Pacific, Genentech, Gilead Sciences, Google, Hacienda, Illumina Biotechnology Company. And Intuit, we have at 3 more locations in California. So you'll see those on the screen by different location: Los Angeles, Mountain View, and San Diego. Kaiser Permanente Oakland Medical Center, Kite, a Gilead company, Los Angeles World Airports, Metro Air Park, Oyster Point Mobility, San Joaquin Valley Air Pollution Control District, San Luis Obispo Regional Rideshare, SLO, Council of Governments, Sangamo Therapeutics, Stanford Medicine, Stanford Research Park, Stanford University, Summerhill, TDM Specialist Incorporated, Tesla, The Cove at Oyster Point, The Shore at Sierra Point, UC Davis Health, UCLA, University of California, San Francisco, University Circle, University of California, Davis, University of California, Irvine, VMware Incorporated, Watkins Wellness, and YouTube. So those are all of our California best workplaces, sites, and universities. And again, congratulations to that very long list in California. We are so glad to work with you. And we didn't mention, Phil, we have some fun little trivia mixed in to break it up. So Phil, you get to talk about the first trivia.
That's right, the first trivia. Impress your friends with this knowledge that you're going to gain today, right? For those that are not familiar, van pooling had its real start in the 1970s by 3M in Minnesota, not so much due to the energy issue at the time, but the need to reduce parking demand. They estimated they saved between $4 and $5 million in parking facility construction costs alone by creating a van pool program. So congratulations to 3M for being the founder. And I'll move on to Colorado. So it's my turn. So the Alliance for Sustainable Energy, City and County of Denver, Colorado State University, and then moving on to Connecticut, Yale New Haven Hospital, Yale University, Delaware, AECOM Delaware Commute Solutions, Julie.
Okay, and it looks like I will take over at the District of Columbia. So we have Foursquare ITP, Intuit, National League for Nursing, Washington Headquarters Services. Okay, and it looks, congratulations to those in the District of Columbia. And we have another trivia slide for you. This is a fun one. A nation that rolls with the times. So here is your trivia. Columbia bicycles were the first bikes built in America. I'm sure many of you knew that. Pope Manufacturing Company of Hartford, Connecticut began manufacturing bicycles in 1878, which was 1 year after the company was organized. And we have a little photo of Columbia bicycles. Looks pretty fun. There's 2 of them. And again, we thank the Smithsonian Unbound Libraries for this information. Okay, Phil, it's time for Florida.
Certainly. Let's do Florida. AECOM Osterndorf and Associates, Appalachia Regional Planning Council, Aura Hotels Residence Inn, Bay Pines VA Hospital, Bayway, Benish Florida Division, Broward MPO, Cambridge Systematics, Career Source Brevard, Center for Urban Transportation Research, Central Florida Regional Planning Council, Charlotte County Board of County Commissioners, City of Castleberry, City of Orlando, City of Sarasota, City of St. Petersburg, Collier County Government, Commute with Enterprise, both in Miami and in Tampa, CTS Engineering Incorporated, ELK Analytics, Embassy Suites by Hilton, Orlando Airport, Enterprise Holdings Tampa Group, Enterprise Holdings Incorporated, Fit Life Foods, Florida Department of Transportation, District 1, Florida Department of Transportation, District 4, Florida Department of Transportation, District 5, seeing a pattern here, Florida Department of Transportation, District 6, and Florida Department of Transportation, District 7. Florida State University, Greater Orlando Aviation Authority, Hand in Hand Child Enrichment Center, HDR Incorporated, Hillsborough County City County Planning Commission, HOPS 2.0, James A. Haley VA Hospital, Kimley Horn and Associates, Kittleson and Associates, KPM Franklin, Lee County Board of County Commissioners, Lee County Clerk of the Court, Lee County DOT Operations, Links with Central Florida Regional Transportation Authority, Made Possible Personal Training, Metro Plan, Orlando, Orange County Library System, Orlando Airport Marriott Lakeside, Orlando Lutheran Towers, Orlando Utilities Commission, Orlando VA Healthcare Systems, Palm Beach Transportation Planning Agency, Plan Source, Polk State College, PSTA, Purple Rock Scissors, Ramada by Wyndham Suites, Orlando Airport, Rollover, Sarasota County Government, Sarasota Memorial Health Care System, Seminole State College of Florida, Sheridan Suites, Orlando Airport, Smart Panda Labs, South Florida Regional Transportation Authority, Space Coast Area Transit, St. Petersburg College, Tampa Bay Area Regional Transit Authority, Tampa Downtown Partnership, Tampa General Hospital, the Tampa Edition Hotel, Town Center at Boca Raton, Trans Systems, TSA Tampa International Airport, University of Central Florida, University of Florida, University of Miami, University of South Florida, VHB, and VHB in Tampa, West Shore Alliance, Wingate by Wyndham Orlando International Airport, Workforce Logic. Okay, Julie?
Okay, thank you, Phil. That's an impressive list from Florida. We have another little bit of trivia. So this one is related to telecommuting. The term telecommuting was first coined in 1972 by Jack Niles, and at that time, he was working remotely on a complex NASA communication system. So he told people what he was doing was telecommuting, and the phrase was born. So there you have it, a little trivia on telework, telecommuting. Okay, we're going to go ahead and now we're going to name our BWCs in Idaho. So first we have Ada County Highway District. And next we have Intuit. Moving along to Illinois, we have Christopher B. Burke Engineering, Deerfield Park District, and Northwestern University. Next, we have Maryland, Food and Drug Administration, Forbright Bank, and moving along to Massachusetts, we have Amgen, Athena Health, and Harvard University. And again, congratulations to all of those states. We'll move on to Michigan. And in Michigan, we have Grand Valley State University. And then Phil is going to take over North Carolina.
Okay. Citrix, City of Durham, City of Raleigh, Durham County Government, North Carolina State University, Orange County, Town of Chapel Hill, Translock, Triangle J Council of Governments, UNC, Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina, Greensboro, Wake Tech Community College. Now, another one of our little trivia bits that the first use of carpool as a noun was actually in 1942, tied to around World War II. And then the first use of carpool as a verb was in 1962.
Okay, great list from North Carolina there. We're going to move to the west, and Nevada is next. So we have the city of Henderson and another Intuit. So congratulations to both of them. Next, we have New Jersey, and we have Princeton University there, which you heard from recently, their presentation. So again, congrats on bringing New Jersey to the BWC family. Okay, New York. And in New York, we have Intuit. And then we're going to move along to the state of Pennsylvania. So in Pennsylvania, first we have DHL Supply Chain, Eurofins Lancaster Laboratories, Thermo Fisher Scientific, TMACC, WebFX, and congrats to that state. Okay, and then we'll move along to Tennessee. In Tennessee, we have the city of Knoxville. And now on to Texas. First, we have 301 Congress, AMD, Capital Area Council of Governments, Cap Metro, City of Austin Transportation Department, Downtown Austin Alliance. I should have asked how to say this name. Phil, do you want to take a stab? It's a cycling initiative.
I get my name wrong, Julie. You'll have to find it.
And I was going to say, we apologize if any of these names, we have gone through them if we say them right. So we'll go with DeZalo Cycling Initiative in Austin. And I know they're a great cycling initiative there in Austin.
Yeah.
Okay, Houston Galveston Area Council, Indeed, Intuit. You'll see many Intuits. They're one of our members who has many locations across the nation. Next is North Central Texas Council of Governments, Samsung Austin Semiconductors, Silicon Labs, the Thrival Company, Travis County, and Whole Foods Market. So that's a really great list from Texas. And next, we'll move on to Utah. And we have in Utah, the Utah Transit Authority, and they have several locations in Utah that are certified. Okay, Phil, I'll turn it over to you for a little trivia.
Okay. Actually, African-American inventor Garrett Morgan, it was the inventor of the first electric traffic signal. It was put in place in Cleveland in 1914. So when you sit at the light, you'll know why. And then we move to Virginia. ActionNet Incorporated. Association for Professionals in Infection Control and Epidemiology. Avenar Place. Again, my apologies if I didn't get that right. Bart and Associates Incorporated. Collins Aerospace. Comstock Holding Companies Incorporated. Cougar Software Incorporated. ELK Analytics. Environmental Enhancements. Equinix, excuse me. George Mason University. George Washington Regional Commission. Innova Health System. Intuit. Loudon Station. Mosaic. New Axis Innovations. Ponds and Associates. Potomac Tower. Prosperity Metro Plaza. Complex Incorporated. Quantum Park. REI Systems Incorporated. Reston Station. Shenandoah Owner. Spinsys. TDP Owner. TELUS Corporation. The Borough. The Geller Law Group. The MITRE Corporation. TIP Owner. Towers Crescent. 26 Technologies. Tyson's Corner Center. USTA Mid-Atlantic Section. V2X. V2X in Reston. V2X in Springfield. Virginia Tech. Julie?
Okay, we have 2 more states to end the list. So we'll move along to Washington. We have King County Government, Lando Associates Incorporated, Seattle Children's Hospital, and our final state, Wisconsin. We have the University of Wisconsin at Madison. So that wraps it up for all of the states. I just want to say we listened to the reviews last year, and many of you wanted us to read each one of our members. And so we did, as you asked. I think it went very well. I love hearing about all the different names of our members nationwide. Phil, did you have any comments, last comments?
Yeah, I think everybody will recognize what great company you're all in, of all different sizes, large universities, small businesses, retail establishments. So it's a diverse group. You should be proud of your accomplishments. It's all recognizing what you're doing for your workforce.
Yes. And now we're going to move along and recognize our partners. And our partners are across the nation and very, very important to our program. And we work with most of you, on a weekly or monthly basis. So we're going to turn the time over to Christine Epps. And most of you know Christine Epps. She really runs the program for us. And so thank you so much, Christine, for all your work in getting this list together this year. And I'll turn the time over to you to recognize our amazing BWC partners.
Thank you so much, Julie. It's a pleasure to work with all of our members and partners. We want to especially thank the partners for helping us build this list to the highest level that we've ever had. These BWC partners that you see on the screen work with employers, universities, and best sites to encourage and develop their commuter benefits so that they can be named a best workplace for commuters. I'm going to read through each one. All Trans, ARPC Ride-on Commuter Services, Commute Connector, Commuter Services of Pennsylvania, Dulles Area Transportation Association, Enterprise Holdings Incorporated, Fairfax County Government, DOT, Florida Department of Transportation, Go DC Go, Loudoun County Commuter Services, Movability, New North Transportation Alliance, Point A. I might want to mention, you can see the location under each one. Point A is from Toronto, Ontario. Stay tuned to learn more about how BWC is reaching out into Canada, and that's our first partner in that area. So we're looking forward to expanding the program out into Canada as well. Moving on, we'll start back at Rethink Your Commute, South Florida Commuter Services, St. Petersburg Downtown Partnership, Stanford Research Park, Tampa Bay Area Regional Transit Authority, or TBARTA, Tampa Downtown Partnership, TDM Specialists Incorporated, the Innovation Partnership, the TMA Group, Triangle J Council of Governments, TriMet, Valley Metro Commute Solutions, We Drive You. A special thank you to Joanna Rustin from We Drive You. She helped us coordinate parts of this presentation, especially with her assistance on helping develop our keynote speakers from Princeton. So thank you, Joanna Rustin. And next, Wells and Associates, West Shore Alliance, West Side Transportation Alliance, and Woodruff Company Engineered Solutions Incorporated. Thank you so much to our partners. We really appreciate you.
Thanks, Christine. And again, we love our partners. You've done such an amazing job this year, and you are the reason why we have the largest record-breaking list this year. So again, thank you for all your work. So we next have a fun announcement that we wanted to make. Many of you received the email and voted for our next guide. So we polled our members, and this year we produced a partners guide. So many of you utilized our partners guide, and we also completed an updated commuter benefits guide. So Phil had a presentation on that. We have a commuter benefits guide for all of our members to use. So the winner is the Guide for Human Resources Professionals. So that received the most votes. And so the good news is, watch for this new guide to come out for you this year during 2023. So we think that it will be very helpful to all of you. And it's going to be for our partners, for our best workplaces, universities, and sites. And that is the guide that we will be rolling out this year. Okay, and I think that's it, Christine.
I just wanted to mention, as Julie said, we listened to our members last year, and that's why we changed and updated our webinar in announcing all of the different names. So we want to take your feedback into consideration again this year. So we're going to put a link in the chat box for you to send us your suggestions and an evaluation of how we did on this webinar. So please take advantage of that. We'd love to hear what you thought.
Great. So we wanted to invite, for the last slide, we wanted to invite Phil to turn his camera back on, and Vanessa also is here. I wanted to introduce everyone to Vanessa Wheeler. She is very instrumental in preparing the guides. You can see how they are really improved, easy to use. She does all of our graphics. So I just want everyone to meet Vanessa and know that she's here working with us and helping to get these great graphics out and to help move our programs forward. Vanessa, did you have anything to say?
Nothing to add other than I'm really excited to be working with all of our members, and definitely send us suggestions and solutions and ideas for guides, because they're for you. So if there are things you want to know more about or things that can make your program stronger, reach out to us. And if we get enough questions, that's actually what helps drive the topics that we cover and things like guides. So yeah, let's stay in touch. Thanks, everybody.
And also, we hope you utilize the press templates and all of the great information that was sent out to all of our members. And so that's to help you publicize your designation. If you have questions anytime for any of us, the four of us, please send us an email because we can help you with that. We want to get the word out. But again, BWC is much more than just a designation. It's a program that offers all types of benefits for you. And again, we listen to you, so let us know what you think and let us know what you would like to see this new year for Best Workplaces for Commuters.